Hey guys, in today's episode, we're gonna cover how the spare tire goes on to a Corvette C3. I was about to do an episode on changing the differential fluid, and I noticed that the tire is not on right. That doesn't look good to me. I feel like it could fall off. Plus, see, look, when I push on it. I believe this part's on wrong. Okay, so for starters, we're gonna put a wrench on here. It doesn't actually turn. It looks like it would, but it actually doesn't. And we're just gonna slide it out the side here. I already tried doing it like with my fingers, see? But I can't get it off, so I'm gonna throw a socket on here and maybe hammer it or something. Okay, I'm just gonna lift this and try to hammer this out. Okay, so that doesn't look right either. Okay, let's pull this off. Really? That's all it does? I find that hard to believe. Okay, let's pull this tire out. Okay, so we got this part off, as you can see. I think that part's right. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, guys. Don't worry about it. I think I found the problem though. So this, this does turn, see? So you should be able to turn this tighter, but ours is like seized up. So I'm gonna spray some WD-40 on there, and I'm gonna just unscrew it. I'm gonna start with unscrewing this. And also there's this part up top here. It doesn't seem to be attached to anything. We're gonna investigate. This might be okay. We're gonna investigate all this. Okay, we're removing this bolt right now. Okay, some WD-40 in there. Let's start with that. Okay guys, so I tried spinning this and I got a pretty good feel for bolts, and if I pull on this, it's gonna break something. So I'm gonna remove this part. I'm still not sure if this is on right, but see, this just comes out like this. All right, that just comes out. So I will get to the bottom of it. Don't worry about that. Okay, so now, I mean, this is what this thing looks like in case yours is like a rust bucket. You know, this could potentially break. See, there is a hole up here. So this thing should screw in, you know, high enough where that tire is actually gonna be tucked in. We're gonna remove these two bolts right now. Those ones will come out because they're not rusted. We're gonna completely remove this so we can get this out. That way we can heat it up and get this to freely spin. Okay, I'm gonna pull those out right now. Okay guys, so this is coming off no problem. I'm already discovering a few things. So first of all, do not use a blowtorch around here because that is your gas tank. So this looks like it's leaking, but I actually investigated this. This is on the gas tank. This is like oil. I think maybe whoever put this on at some point or whatever they did, they sprayed some kind of maybe anti-rust stuff on here. See, like, I thought it was gas at first, but it actually isn't. It doesn't smell like gas or anything. We're obviously going to keep an eye on this part. And we're going to put an extra clamp here. I don't like this type of clamp on a gas line, so that's obviously going to be clamped. And I'm gonna throw an extra one on that side too, just like that type of clamp. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this out right now, but before I do, I just wanna show you guys what I already discovered. So that piece that was in here, see, there it is. So yeah, see what I mean? This is like oil, this isn't gas. So I think that's the case there. So anyways, see, there's like a part here that resembles that spot we're pulling off right now. So I believe this whole entire thing was on backwards. Okay, I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so we got it out. Let's get this thing loose and working. Okay guys, we got just a regular propane blowtorch. We're gonna heat this up for 5 minutes because it's not turning at all. I even tried banging it with a hammer. Let's get her almost red hot. Okay, she's super hot. Let's see if that'll come off now. Ooh, look at that. Okay guys, so now we're gonna clean this with a wire brush. I mean, it doesn't even look bad. You've seen how hard that was. Okay guys, so we cooled this off in some water. Everything's nice and cold now. We're grabbing some anti-seize, great stuff. Let's anti-seize up this bolt. Can we get this working? It has to basically, you know, go on like no problems. All right, let's try it. So we're gonna put it on and take it off and back and forth until we can get it working. Okay guys, so we basically screwed it in and out a few times. And I mean, look at this now. You can spin it with your fingers, guys. So, okay, this part's fixed. Let's move on. Okay guys, so in your case, we would already be putting things back together and I would show you how the tire goes on. But in our case, we're actually trying to get to the differential because we're doing an episode on how to change the fluid. So I will show you how to remove this guy. It's super easy. You basically just grab a wrench and these just unbolt. One there and one there, and they just spin. There's like a nut inside of there that's like welded to the frame. So you just basically turn this counterclockwise and these whole like little rod things here, see? They just spin and this whole thing will drop down. So I'm gonna remove this right now, guys. Okay guys, so there it is. That's how you get that out. So tune in to the episode where we do take the fluid out of the differential and put it in. So that's actually what I'm about to do right now. So we're gonna skip that in this video and we're gonna get right back into putting this all back together. I'll show you the proper way of putting this tire back on. But since you're with me in this video, I'm just gonna show you something that I discovered, unfortunately. Let's go underneath. Okay, so I took a rag and I cleaned all this super good. And unfortunately, you guys ready for this? Watch what happens when I move this. See, there's gasoline coming out of there. So I guess, guys, we're gonna have a gas tank episode as well. This just never ends, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna obviously skip that in this video and we're just gonna fast forward till the diff's done, till the gas tank's installed. There'll be videos on that. All right, let's install this tire back on in the future, guys, because it's probably gonna be a few weeks from now. So yeah, guys, in the end, all this black stuff here was basically gasoline mixed in with like the rock guard that the gas tank was painted with. So I was wrong. We do have a gas leak. Okay, see you guys in a month. Okay, guys, here we are in the future now. It's actually been weeks. Check out what's going on. Okay, so we aired up the tire. It holds air. That part was on backwards. We're gonna put that on first. But before we start, you should check out my other videos, guys. So I just did a video on how to put fluid in the diff. And there is a video out there, guys, and the guy's actually doing it wrong. He's not putting the right amount of additive in. It's very, very important, so check that video out. The second thing we did, guys, is we changed the sending unit right there, brand new, fixed the gas leak. Also, there was a gas leak on that corner almost, basically, and also up there it was leaking as well. So we fixed that. So I got a gas tank video. Make sure you check that video out. And another thing we did, guys, is we repaired both power windows. That one had a blown motor. So I actually take the motor apart and fix it. I show you how to do that for free. And this one had the teeth on the window rail itself broken. And I actually repair that as well. So there's two videos, one for each window on this car. We got a mechanical one and we got an electrical motor one. So two good videos there, guys. Okay, let's get started right away. So the first thing we're gonna do is put this thing on. So this thing actually goes on. That goes at the back. So that was on backwards. This side down, like this. So that's how that goes on, just like that, guys. So let's go put it on. Okay, the first thing you're gonna notice is two holes right there. So those holes, what you're gonna need, guys, is I just got these kind of plastic expanding things. So what we're gonna do is put these in. See right here, see there's one hole on the frame and one little hole there. That's where those will go, and that's what holds the back of this on. So let me put that on right now. See, so this is just gonna go on, like, see that part there is gonna go on right there. See, like that. Totally makes sense, right? And the back of it, right, you're gonna line up these holes and put those plastic things. Where's these holes? Yeah, and put those little plastic clips in. So I'm gonna put those in right now because I need my hand back, and then I'll show you what's going on over here. Okay guys, so there it is on. See, we got the little plastic things in, holding it in place. So that's what that's supposed to be like. See, this part is just gonna go right like that. See, it lines up perfect. Okay, let me show you the next thing we're doing. Okay, so we anti-seized everything so it would work nice. So this part, so first this goes on to there, like so. Then that goes on like that. And those two are gonna go in there and hold that plastic thing up and hold itself up, right? And then this part's just gonna go in there like so. So the thing is, this whole thing, if yours is shot and you can't get it going, you can buy this whole setup brand new. It's not even expensive. So make sure in the description of this video, guys, you can hit a link and buy this through my channel, guys, and get it just like that. Support the channel, guys. Okay, let's go put this on. Okay, guys, so there it is. See, this thing is up 100% now. See, that's how that goes on, in case you didn't know. So next, guys, we're gonna put this part on. So basically, we're gonna put anti-seize on these so they don't get stuck in the future, right? And those just go right into this frame here, guys. See, there's one there and one on the other side. Pretty straightforward. You just screw them in just the way we pull them off. So let me do that. Okay, guys, there it is. We got it in. Next, we're gonna put this tire up, or put the tire in there, this side up, the valve stem up. Oh yeah, we're gonna put this little cover on. We did air it up, so it's good in case somebody gets a flat. Okay guys, here it goes, and make sure you stay tuned. At the end of this video, I got a little bit of bonus material for you guys. Stuff that I don't know what video to put in, so it's a little bit of bonus at the end of this video. Okay guys, basically I got it up. So there is enough room to get your hand in there, right? Because we're gonna have to put this thing on now. That washer and that thing into the hole. I'm gonna just do that right now and show you what that looks like. Okay guys, so that's how we got that on. And that's how we got this part on. So now all we gotta do, guys, is just tighten this. I already got it pretty much tight. You want it tight, you don't want this thing hopping around. So you tighten it up. Right, and now check this tire out. Okay, so remember what it was like at the beginning of the video? Check it out now. That's on 100%, guys. Okay, now for the bonus material. Okay, guys, so as far as I can tell, this car is basically ready to go down on its own wheels. Like, everything underneath is done. So what you want to do, guys, before you put a car down, because it's up good, you got a good opportunity to check things over. You want to go underneath and you want to just check everything over before you put it down. So what I'm going to do, guys, is show you some of the things that I'm going to do before I put it down right now. Okay, so going underneath the car, like for example, right there, there's a cotter pin. See, and on this side, the cotter pin is missing. So like that's obviously something that I'm going to have to do. Is put a new cotter pin in. The second thing with this car is, so apparently it has all new brake lines. So for whatever reason, when I took the cover off from the brakes, there was no fluid in it. It all came out over 22 years. So what I'm gonna do before I put the car down is go over every single brake line, and I'm gonna make sure they're tight. This car had problems of a lot of stuff being loose. So I'm just gonna double check all that before I put the car down. Make sure everything's tight just to eliminate it leaking out of the brake line possibly. I'm gonna do the same thing with the transmission lines. Let me take you over by the tranny and show you something. That's the back of the car. So see, like right here, for example, so apparently this transmission was changed at some point. So right here you have two transmission lines. And look, there is transmission fluid on this line, see? And the reason for that is because, see, they go up there, and see right there? I can literally, I mean, it's hard to see on camera, but I can literally see oil running out of there when the car's running. So I'm obviously gonna tighten that and tighten that. So I'm gonna do that kind of stuff. Like everything has to be checked, right? Another thing I'm gonna do is like, see all these wires here? Like this is all, I did all this, but like I'm gonna get zip ties and I'm gonna zip tie everything together everywhere underneath. I'm gonna zip tie, you know, this over like that. Anything that I see dangling, hanging, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Also, I'm gonna take you to the front of the car, like see where these transmission cooling lines go? So I'm gonna take you over to that area, right? So right here, see those two transmission lines I was telling you about? So see, there's like a piece of metal strapping here that's supposed to hold both of them in place. So this one broke off, see? So now what's going on is like every time the car hits a bump, guess what? This transmission line is literally riding on the suspension, see? So it's things like this you gotta really check for. Make sure all the cotter pins are there on the ball joints, things like that. You know, I also noticed one of the tie rod boots here is ripped, and this was actually the first thing I noticed when I got this car in here. That's gonna have to get changed. So we're gonna have an episode on how to change this, and I'll show you how to do a proper wheel alignment yourself, guys, so your tires don't wear funny. And these tires actually do have funny wear on them, unfortunately. So I'll have an episode on that still. You know, just things like that, guys. So I'm gonna do all that right now, obviously off camera. I don't know how I would name an episode like that, but I'm gonna clean all this up. And basically, the car is about to be ready to be put down on the ground, and I can actually start the motor and drive it outside, guys. How awesome is that? The other problem that I'm having is this carburetor is leaking fuel when it runs. You get like see pockets of fuel right there. So I actually got a rebuild kit, and I will have an episode on that as well, guys. So once again, thanks for watching Problem Solver Garage, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out the whole entire series in a row. There will be a link in the description. Also, I am on Facebook, Problem Solver Garage. Follow me on there as well, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching Problem Solver Garage, everybody.
I love Problem Solver Garage.